what's up you guys? My name is Wolf and welcome back to LEGO Arts. So in the last episode, we covered over a LEGO showcase of Cuphead. So this time, we're now doing a showcase on LEGO Crisis on Earth X. I know it's a little bit late to be doing the showcase because the crossover showed out months and months ago. But after the crossover came out, I decided to start making these minifigures because I had no idea what was going to be in the crossover. So originally today, I was going to do Justice League. But when looking through some of the minifigures, I realized, I can do some changes on them. So I had to set that aside for another day. Yeah, but I figured I'd showcase these guys since I finally got done with all of my minifigures. I was finished with 2 of them, but there was still, one more that I had to do. But now that one is done, and we can finally show what we got here. So, of course, we got, Overgirl, Dark Arrow, and Blitzen Flash, as we're calling him. I wanted to do this one until after, my Flash minifigure was done, because the other one I was saving for the Flash showcase, and now that that one is done, I could move on to the next one. So, as you know, the process generally goes, we're going to take these minifigures one at a time, showcase these guys, and then we'll wrap up the whole video. So, let's get on in. So, of course, to start things off, we have the Nazi version of the Girl of Steel Overgirl. This minifigure, it was pretty cool to make. And the outfit, it wasn't really that hard to make. So, before anyone came out with, Overgirl decals, I decided to, take already a Supergirl decal, then modify it, to make it look more to make it look more suited with Overgirl. So, I recolored it, in the blue, made it to black, and then added in the red lines, and even down, to the pants, and then changed the symbol as well. And if you're probably wondering, why does she have a ponytail? She didn't have it in the crossover. She didn't, but she kind of has one in the EW Seed animated series called The Ray. And I had to go with this hairpiece because I tried to go with another hairpiece, with, the hairpiece that Supergirl would have, but I couldn't, fully fit it on where the mask could go on. And speaking of which, which I really wanted to do. So let's remove the headpiece and... Okay, come on. What I wanted to do... It was... Okay, easy does it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can remove the headpiece, and as you can see, the cape is modified a little bit, so that's the hairpiece can move on easily. But what I wanted to do, with the head, is, make the mask... make the masks removable, on the show. And, of course, here is what Overgirl's head is supposed to look like. And it was another one of the scenarios, I liked the face, but I didn't like the skin tone, so I painted up the skin to make it look, to what I wanted it to look like. And this is, what Overgirl would look like without the mask. So, it was a small adjustment that I had to make. But I really wanted to do it. And for the mask itself, or the face mask itself, okay, what is with my fingers? Yeah, okay, there we go. Can we refocus? Okay, there we go. I redesigned the mask a little bit to make it for where, yeah, I took, a mask from, my Lego Ninjago sets, for a minifigure I wasn't using, and, I modified it a little bit to make it for where, the mask could fit on the minifigure very easily, not of much difficulty. Then could put it on and move it and stuff. So I think this came out as a pretty good success. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Satisfied with it, and I hope you guys are too. Okay, so now let's move on to our next minifigure. So next up on our list, and quite frankly, my favorite out of all the Crisis on Earth X minifigures is Dark Arrow. This, I had a lot of fun making this one. So, when it came to, decals for this one, I saw on the internet that no one made, decals for him. There was nowhere on there. They had, decals for Overgirl and Reverse Flash, but there wasn't one for Dark Arrow. So, what I did was, I took a photo of, when I did decals for my Green Arrow minifigure, then I recolored them to black and red, and I think this came out, pretty well. And as you can see, let's lower the bow. I added in also, the little SS logo. Okay, can we refocus? Ah, there we go. There we go. So I added the SS logo, and the bow. Now let's take this off for now. Now the bow, I tried to recreate it, and it's like when I did the Green Arrow bow. Oh, it's not exactly like it, but I think it's come close to it. Close to it for the most part. So that's pretty good. Right, and back with Dark Arrow. He's got like his arrow as well, and of course there's decals on the arms, on the legs. He can't move the legs. I tried it earlier, and decals almost fell off. So we want to avoid that. On the back, he also has his quiver. It's not exactly like the quiver that I normally would pick with Arrow minifigures, but this was the quiver that I had in storage. And in general, I think this came out pretty well. And of course, like his hood, like with Green Arrow, is sculpted onto, and I can remove it very nicely. And I guess we can like remove this. And this is pretty cool, like with this kind of quiver. Like I can take it off and like position it, make it either for lefties or righties, stuff like that. Okay, now removing the heads. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Like with Overgirl, I can remove the face mask to reveal like the face of evil Oliver Queen. And if I wanted to, I could like put this on him. Put it on him, and then like put on the hood, make it just like evil Oliver without the mask. This came, and I think this came out pretty good. I tried to recreate this hood piece for like my other like Archer minifigures, but so far haven't been able to do it yet. But I am still gonna keep going with it. But in general, I really like this piece, so I'm super satisfied with it. So now let's move on to our last minifigure, and actually the last ones to be made in this series. Right, so last up for the showcase is of course Blitzen Flash. And this one is, as you can see, is not like the one from the crossover, but this one was actually inspired by the CW Seeds animated feature, Freedom Fighters The Ray. And like what I like about it was that it actually showed an evil Barry Allen in his like own dark suit, and I really wanted to make that minifigure. So what I did was like I took like the same decals that I used to make my Flash minifigure, then recolored them. I also changed the symbol, the emblem a little bit, and came out as a result in the evil version. I had to wait to make this minifigure because, as you know, these mask pieces are not easy to find, especially the kind with the lightning bolts on them. So then after I went to Denver Comic Con, I got like one of those minifigures, then sand and down the lightning bolts, and then replaced it on with my own lightning bolts. I wish that they were smaller, but in general, this came out pretty cool. And of course, like as you can see, like it's supposed to be the lightning pattern, like on the actual mask. I put it in red. That way we can actually see it better, and that way it fits in with the rest of the suit. And of course, like he's also got his visor mask underneath. I did sort of a little bad. So what I originally wanted to do was that like the face mask I can remove, but the whole cowl I can't remove. What I originally wanted to do was have like one side be like red eyes for where like his mask is powered on and stuff, and then the other side would be a regular face. But when I put the helmet on, I can't take it off now. It's now stuck on, and I don't want to accidentally like damage anything. So I guess in general this is what the minifigure came out like. So my bad. Hopefully I won't do that again. But this was pretty cool to make. And like with Dark Arrow Girl, I can't bend his legs, otherwise I'll ruin the decals. And that actually happened this morning, so let's try to avoid that. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. And that concludes this episode of LEGO Arts. I'm really glad I got this one done. Like now it's officially done. And I'm pretty satisfied with the results. I really like them. I was kind of tempted to make the Ray as well, but I think that might have to be something for another day, because at the moment right now, I'm just glad to be done with these, and I can move on. So, as we know, tomorrow's going to be 4th of July, and I actually got something special on the way. So, I'll leave a little preview at the end, and let you guys guess on exactly what it is. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button, comment below what you think, share this to your friends, and subscribe me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. And here's a howl for the road. Ow! Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time when the Ice Moon rises. Next time on LEGO Arts. That man is playing Galaga. You thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.